I said it. I've been being murdered my entire life. And the world don't want to stop murdering me. They just want to deem it okay to murder me. And now they got me in this little spot, this little corner area, so that they could fire me one more time, possibly physically harass me, even kill me. Alright? Be locking me up. They're just trying to figure out how to go about doing it. And that's the truth. Alright? And it really deals with those locations that I spoke about, including those churches. You know what I mean? They had my own family as a spy in the house, so that they spy on me. They've been doing it since two plays. The Prince at J.S. Jenks, John Story Jenks, and the play at the church that involves a family member of mine being the devil, which I wasn't in the play. I never watched it. And from then on out, they've been doing this little clever ass thing to me where they spy on me. The teacher, Miss King, was from the church, and she was in John Story Jenks as a means to spy on me. And then she harassed the shit out of me while I was a kid in there. But before the harassment with Miss King, it was already deemed to the school that I had an emotional and an impulsive disorder. And then they made sure they got me personally to say, no, I don't think I'm going to need help because I was just trying to please my parents. Alright? And my parents didn't decide to actually be like, no, you need help. You know? So that was just the setup since day one. And then it played out in such an ugly fucking way the whole time. All the way up to the abuse of the Latia tyranny. Alright? On camera by the 40 men of my neighborhood, or whatever neighborhood. And it's just been going on my whole entire life as a means to justify treating me like a scapegoat and just flat out murdering me one day. And I never had no family on my side. If you were to ever come into my house, you wouldn't even find a fucking picture of me on the fucking wall. As a means to give me a psychological issue of never having value for self. It was abuse, it was like psychological abuse. And it was all set up by